Hey guys, so I'm going to show you how to use this hours in Fair's tracking sheet to calculate your hours for every pay cycle, every pay period. And then there's a calculator, and then there's also a printable version, which if you don't really want to deal with your phone and logging your hours through technology, you can always just print the printable version and just keep it on road. So you see this week number 2 is already kind of filled out. These aren't actual real hours. This is just like random start and end times. So just to show you what that would look like to fill this in. So first things first is establish the pay cycle. So after payday, every single time you get paid, you know that we're like 2 or 3 days into the next pay cycle. So right now we're currently paying 7/10 through 7/23. Okay, so I got these dates from our pay cycle tracking sheet. So you guys should already have a copy of this. We're using the dates right here. So these green dates. So this is the first day of the pay cycle, this is the last day of the pay cycle, and this is payday. So the next one, for example, would be July 24th through August 6th. So okay, let's go ahead and do that. July 24th through August 6th. Okay, so just to teach you a little bit of how Google Sheets works, this is honestly probably going to be the hardest part, just learning how to use the basics of Google Sheet, just entering in information. So first, the way that Google Sheets works is that you select a cell. So each cell you can put in your data. So Monday, first pickup. Let's say I get there at 6. Oh, and also really quick, I don't know why it's really annoying, but on mobile, every single time you want to start typing in numbers, it's gonna open up to a number pad. But the issue here is that you obviously can't type AM or PM, and of course there is a semicolon, but you have to go over here to find it. So what I like to do is you'll see you'll see AA. Now you see 1, 2, 3. So now we're at the normal keyboard. Once you hit that and you see letters, that means you're at your normal keyboard. So we got to our first trip at 6:15 a.m. and then you just click that check mark. Boom. Now you have your start time. Now, if you go and take a break, you would of course enter in the break start or break in or break out. So let's say I take a break at 1 p.m. and then I'm done at, let's say, 1:15. Short little break, and then last drop, we'll call it 4 o'clock. Oh, here we go. So I made a mistake here. So you see, it's all negative here. All these are negative. So my mistake here is that I did not clarify AM or PM. I guess it just defaults to AM. So let me go and fix that. PM, boom. So now, here we go. So now we see the total shift duration was 9 hours and 45 minutes. The break duration was 15 minutes. The daily total hours is 9 hours and 30 minutes. And let's say I had $15 for that day. Man, I'm really liking the number 15 today. So let's do another, let's actually, what I'm gonna do here, I'm just gonna copy and paste. So this is what a finished week should look like. You'll have, this is again for your records. This also, you're basically calculating your own vendor pay statement. But again, this is here to help Orion Transit see your side of what you did that day, and then we can also compare that to what Big Star is sending us. The only flaw with Big Star's system is that it doesn't account for breaks. It doesn't tell us if you took a break or not. So this will help us know whether or not you guys are actually taking breaks. Most of our divisions, they have a 30-minute break already scheduled in. So if you're not taking a break, we don't want to take that 30 minutes away from you. So that's exactly why we're creating this process. And yeah, so you'll see your total fares here at the end of every week. You'll know how much you collected in cash. You also can put your name and driver ID and route number. I still need to update this printable version. I only have 1 week here. We still need to add in week 2. But only difference here is that you would of course print this out. I will be sending you a PDF version, which is a printable copy. And you can just then manually put in your start time and your first pick, last drop, and then you can also put in what time you started your lunch break and ended your lunch break if you had one. You can also manually calculate the total hours if you like, and then also put the cash total for that day. And then this will make fares super easy to keep track of, and this will also keep hours and breaks just super simple and super easy to keep track of. We pretty much rely on Big Star to give us the shift information. So by you guys keeping track of this and getting this over to us at the end of the pay cycle. So let's say in this pay cycle, we're doing 7/24 to 8/6 in this specific example. Once this thing is filled out, go ahead and send it to me, because that likely means that it's going to be payday, so then I can forward this over to payroll, and then they can go ahead and get started early. You see here in week 2 that this person in this fake example, they picked up extra work on Saturday, so they worked 6:15 a.m. to 2 p.m. They got an extra 7:45, but they didn't take a break that day. You don't have to take the break, so just leave it open. Cool. 7:45 that day, $22 in fares, and again, the total is calculated here. So hopefully this Google Sheets isn't too confusing. And if it is, I'm more than happy to help you learn how to use it. But then again, if you need to, you can always fall back on the printable version. So, yep, that's all I have for you guys. Thank you so much, and have a great rest of your day.